This is Dr. Biba Singh, and I'm back on my TV show Rhythm of Healing with a very special guest today. जो मेरे आज दे guest ने, he is a young man who is a true inspiration. He has a journey that is motivating to me and many others. He started out in one career and switched gears, which he is going to tell us about. He is a positive energy and light to all he is around. He is a great husband, brother, uncle, son, and person. Let us welcome Harveer Singh. Welcome,
hey, Sat Sri Akal, everyone. How's it going?
Harveer, welcome to our show. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
So Harveer, सारे viewers ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ?
Well, so I'm a realtor right now, and I've been doing this for a few years, but I originally started off my career as a CPA. I'm still a CPA, but now I've switched gears into the real estate world. And so, this year has been really crazy in general with COVID obviously has ruined everyone's fun, no fun at all. And so basically just wanted to talk to you about real estate and just my career. And
I know you were also working for one of the big
four accounting firms.
Accounting firms, Ernst & Young, right?
Yeah.
So, ਤੁਸੀਂ CPA to real estate ਚ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ?
I know. It's very funny. People find it to be the most ridiculous thing ever. But for me, it was my only human interaction was me yelling at my computer screen when I was working at Ernst & Young. So for me, I'm a very social person. And throughout my whole career, right from the beginning, my family does real estate as well, and my father's a doctor. So throughout my career, I've been helping manage with these properties. I was learning along the way with my father, and it just happened that we made a business decision that I would get my real estate license, and from there we would save some money, and it was a business decision. But then slowly as time went on, people would come and say, hey, you're in real estate, can you help us, and it turned out to be something that I absolutely loved, because you end up working with people, you're speaking with people, and you're helping them with their biggest assets. Most times when you're buying a house, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it would just turn into something that I absolutely loved.
Recently, you also won to see number 5 realtor in all of Jersey on social media. So you won an award, which is quite an accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, it was a kind of a surprise for me. I've started in real estate a few years ago, but marketing is extremely important in any business. So I wanted to do something different. When I came in, I thought, what can I do that is going to make me stand out? And that's what marketing is all about, and branding. So I did very many different strategies. So one of which was creating a sticker with my face on it. I don't know which, but it's a sticker with my face on it. I have a nice inspirational quote. It says, "We will thrive again." So I'm posting this everywhere. And so social media is one thing where you could actually show your personality, and people can look at your Instagram, your Facebook, and kind of get to know you in that way. And so I focus a lot on the content that I created, which was funny things that also gave an educational value. And I made so many friends during this quarantine that happened. Nobody was going out, so everyone was online. So for me, I took this as an advantage, and I really focused a lot of energy on getting to know people in my community.
That is really, really cool. मैं तोड़ा Instagram देखते हैं. You are very funny. Real estate Singh.
Yes.
So
find me.
You're not just a realtor, but you're also a comedian.
Yeah, right.
So you have a lot of funny stuff on there. So all our viewers watching today, Real Estate Singh. How do you think that being a Punjabi man, you can help our community with this?
My identity, being a Sardar, has helped me in many ways, Growing up, my father and mother worked so hard, and I saw that. Seeing their struggles and them succeeding has taught me that I could do the same thing. And that's kind of one thing where I could relate to other Sardars and everything, and Punjabi people and Hindu people and Muslim people and everyone, because they feel comfortable with me. And I think that's normal, It's somebody who grew up in a similar culture as yours has helped. So it's something that I think is an amazing thing. And me wearing pug and having a beard and just doing my Instagram and showing my culture while I'm also educating people, it's extremely important because it identifies me as a different person. And when somebody walks on the street, you may not recognize them. But then when you see Sardar or me walking on the street, it just my face looks so different. And so
log tanu pehchan,
Yeah.
like people can
yeah,
tanu pehchan sakte
हाँ जी, yeah.
Yeah. How has real estate changed after coronavirus? We're in COVID-19. How has this industry changed?
So everything changed. So once March hit, and the market crashed and everyone was in quarantine, the whole real estate market screeched to a complete halt. And so basically what happened was that everything became virtual, online and social media. So now what they're doing is that we've created videos for all of our listings. So you do video walkthroughs. So before you go into the house and put yourself or anybody at risk, you look at the video and see if it's something that you like. And if you like the property, then you move forward. You have to wear masks, you have to wear your gloves, and everyone's taking extra precautions going forward. Like you need a pre-qualification letter, which is basically bank tells you, if you could qualify for a property, they'll say, okay, let us see your income, your expenses.
So you're like serious.
Yes,
You're not
yes.
just going ke card dekhna hai to chalo waise hi chalo. Like you have to actually.
Yeah, you have to show that you're actually willing and ready and capable of purchasing a house. And this kind of weeds out a lot of people who are just doing it casually. And so basically makes the sellers feel comfortable that, we're, making less people come in to the house, and buyers also know that they're going to be taken seriously.
Right. I think there are lots of foreclosures, and it also, commercial real estate's also.
So-
I know there's different.
Yes, different aspects. So
tell us
actually, foreclosures have not gotten very crazy yet because the government is backing businesses and people and allowing them to move it down a little bit. So when coronavirus hit, everyone ran from Manhattan, everyone ran from these bigger cities, and they're all running to the suburbs. So now the suburban and the rural area prices have actually gone up.
Oh.
Yes, so it's those areas in the suburbs that are actually getting the biggest, strongest sellers market that they've had in many years.
Wow.
And it is unfortunately, any commercial properties have taken a huge hit. So Manhattan, for example, we're right outside of Manhattan right now. They're probably going to be, having a lot of issues because they are primarily commercial properties, offices, and now, people are not going back to work anymore. So
Look, vaccine will come, all this stuff. Do you think people will start going back into offices, or you think people will still work from home?
It started now. So now everyone wants to sit at home in their pajamas and work from home, right? So you're not going to be able to, I think that some people will go back and some people are going to stay at home. If you don't need to go to work, they might allow you to stay at home. So that's why I think that it's still going to be a struggle in cities, major cities, because of this.
Right. And Manhattan, do you think that will recover?
We will recover. We will recover. So don't worry about that. We will thrive again. But basically, it's going to be a slow progression. I think once the vaccines start coming out and people start taking the vaccines, then you're going to slowly see the Broadway shows coming back. Movie theaters are going to come back. Then all the performing arts, restaurants will start opening up again, and then the scene will come back again.
Right.
But it's going to take some time. I think once the vaccines come out, then slowly people will start getting back to normal. The old normal.
Right. Because we're living in a new normal right now, which is strange. Let's talk about entrepreneurship. What advice do you have for our youth out there, who are living in this world? What would you tell some of our youth?
Yes, so I think that what's happened is that people end up pigeonholing themselves in industries that they don't enjoy. So for me, I did accounting. But for me, it was something that I didn't have a passion for. I think that you need to do something that you have a passion for, because when you have passion and you really enjoy what you're doing, you love it, then going the extra mile is not going to be something that is very difficult to do. And you're going to happily do it. And people see that. People see you're happy and you're cushy and everything like that in the, the work that you do.
Yeah. We're going to be right back after a break. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Welcome back to Rhythm of Healing. We are here with Harveer Singh, Real Estate Singh. And what I love about your Instagram when I watch is like your positive energy and attitude. Tell us about that. How important is it to
Yes. So I think for anyone who's doing any business, there's two things that are going to make you successful. I think one is a positive attitude, and one is persistence. And both of those things are extremely
So
important.
mehnat.
Yeah, a lot of work, and don't let your failures stop you, right? Steve Jobs, J.K. Rowling, all these famous people, Bill Gates, do you think that they just were successful from the first step to the last step? You think every single time they just never failed? All of these people have failed hundreds of thousands of times, but the difference was that they were persistent and they kept moving forward. And that's the important part, is that you can't let the small things stop you, or you can't let the big things stop you either. And now what's gonna help you get back up is your positive attitude. So if you're happy and you believe in yourself and you believe in the people around you and you see life in a happier way, then picking yourself up when you fall down is not going to be as difficult to do. And I think that's extremely important to success in any industry. What do you think? You're the psychiatrist.
100%. 100%. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਅੱਛੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰੋਗੇ, ਅੱਛੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲੋਗੇ, ਆਪਣੀ ਸੋਚ ਨੂੰ positive ਰੱਖੋਗੇ, and it really, really helps,
Yeah, I mean,
and motivates you.
Yeah, and you have to feed your mind positivity. A lot of us just naturally have a negative mindset. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'm looking fat today, or oh, I'm feeling bad. Oh, the weather's bad outside. But you need to start training yourself to think in a more positive way about life. We're here for how many years? 80, 90, 100 years maximum, right? So you have this much time on this earth. You need to do something about it. Be happy about it. And when it comes to business, make yourself different. Take the risks. What's the harm in taking a risk? What's the worst that's going to happen?
Right.
Somebody's going to say no. Right? But what's really important is that you take these risks. And that's why for me, my social media, no other realtor does what I'm doing right now. They don't put their faces on their Instagram. They just put photos of their listings, photos of their properties, inspirational quotes. But in reality, there's no interaction there. There's no relation to that type of post.
Right.
So that's why I put my face out there. I educate people. I make jokes. So if you want to see them, make sure you come find them on my Instagram, and we'll be friends. I'd love to connect with you guys.
New York and New Jersey you cover.
Yeah.
But what about the rest of the country and the world?
All right. Well, all right. So now we have a large network of realtors, and they're all vetted. They have criminal background checks. They're required to have done a certain number of transactions in the past, so they're professional full-time agents. So if, let's just say, you are in Pennsylvania, if you're California, if you're Texas, you're Ohio, you could still reach out to me, and I'll still be able to help you find an agent in your area that's actually qualified. It's very hard sometimes to find agents that are professional.
So you can connect.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really good.
It's important.
But then what about in the other parts of the world?
All right, so unfortunately, if you want to work with me, you're going to have to come to New York or New Jersey and come to America. Apna kar samajh lo, aajo, come on. Things are getting a little normal here in America, so just come on back and, we'll get things going over here.
I want to ask you, Javier, I know that you always support the youth, and what I know is that you were born and raised here, and yet you're a Sikh man, I should say, following our traditions, following our roots. And I find that it could be very hard, right?
There are a lot of, Sardar kids, a lot of Desi kids in general. It doesn't have to only be Sardar kids that we do get picked on, growing up. And I think that every difficulty that I have, gone by growing up, I was bullied or I was made fun of or anything. These were things that taught me lessons in my life, and they've created who I am today. So if I was bullied one day, I learned something that day, about how I should react and how I should take life. And that's extremely important. So I think, the youth that's out there, if you're bullied or anything like that, just keep your head up high and realize that you're not like everybody else, right? You're different. It's our imperfections and our differences that make us unique. And these are the things that are amazing. So some people might be shy about certain things. Me growing up, I had a beard in middle school. Nobody had a beard in middle school. But it's just funny because these are the things that make you different. And you should really start loving yourself. And the things that make you different make you unique. And that's what people remember you by. Right. So start taking your negatives and turn them into positives. And that's extremely important. And obviously, like you said, like my parents, my dad's a doctor. My mom's been so supportive growing up, and they've, worked so hard to get, our family where it is today. And so I learned from that. I'm emulating them. You know, I'm seeing them. My dad and me would go to Burger King when we were children, or when I was a child, and we were years ago, and he would clean up the table, and I was like, Dad, why are you cleaning the table? I mean, there's people here, they'll do it. And he said, no. Like, look, we're Sardar. We're already fighting an uphill battle. So wherever we go, always give a good impression. Always show yourself, you know, and do the right thing always. And so it's funny, this tiny things that, you know, my father and mother would tell me, it's just completely changed my mindset and has helped me be who I am today.
That's really, really amazing.
Yeah.
What and who inspires you? I mean, I think in our lives there are multiple people, but if you could think of like some people that have really been an inspiration to you in your journey.
Yeah, there's so many people. Well, first of all, my wife, she's amazing. She inspires me every day and pushes me to be better. She supports me in all of my, you know, endeavors. And sometimes when you're jumping off, you know, jumping out of the corporate world and running and doing your own thing, it's a scary thing to do. And it's good to have support there.
So they always say behind every successful man is a woman who's behind it.
Well,
so.
You know what? We're in the future now. So maybe there's a woman, there's a strong man behind him.
I'm only joking.
I know. And, you know, I'll also give my parents credit. I think going from child to growing up, they've made me so strong. They explained how I should handle situations. I saw how they'd done things, how hard my dad and mom worked on making our family what it is. And that's just something that I'm grateful for. And my two sisters as well. Both really hardworking and always been so supportive to me.
Which is awesome. Tell us, Harveer, who are you as a person? I know you like to do a lot of different things. What are some of the things that you enjoy?
Getting to know people. Right? So that is number one, right? I go to restaurants and I meet the owners and the managers and the staff, and everywhere I go, I try to make some sort of connection.
Do you know what in Punjabi eda matlab ki hunda hai?
Ki hunda hai?
Punjabi ch kehndे ne bada milapda banda hai.
Milapra.
Like, but very social.
Yes.
Bada lokan nal milna bahut pasand karda hai. So I think you must have gotten that from your dad.
Oh yeah.
Your dad is very social.
My dad is extremely funny. Yes, and my sisters.
So tell us, I'm sorry, I got you off track, but tell us what you like to do. So socializing.
Socializing, look, man, this COVID has made me a hungry man. So I love to eat. And so that's definitely one of the things that I love doing. You know, I used to love traveling. I still love traveling. Obviously, COVID's kind of stopped that, but meeting different people, meeting different cultures, meeting different mindsets of how people think that came from different backgrounds. It opens your mind. And by doing that, it makes you a better person, I think.
Yeah, I think definitely when you meet people and you get to know like certain things that they do and why they do them.
Yeah.
You know, ਤੁਸੀਂ by the way ਅਸੀਂ Rhythm of Healing show ਤੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਔਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ 뮤직 ਦਾ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਹੈਗਾ I'm not going to make you sing
okay good thank God
that you actually I know that you sing very well I know ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ Instagram ਵੀ follow ਕਰਦੀ ਆ and well you're here
maybe in the shower but no I enjoy I think you know first of all our culture is so different right I tried to figure out and learn the dole on my own and
yes you play the dole also
yeah.
So can you tell us about that
it was a passion right and to me I wanted to connect to my culture you know being a Punjabi kid growing up in the US and honestly I had no Punjabi friends in my area there was nobody right so I was connecting to you know the Punjabi culture in whichever way that I could have so I bought a little dole I just started figuring it out and learning it on my own it's just something that I absolutely love to do and you know that was that
so how did you learn to play the dole
YouTube, watching other people. What I always say, right, and another thing that's good for the youth is if you're trying to be good at anything, emulate the people who are already good at it. Mirror them and copy them and see how they're doing something successful and then make it your own, right? So for me, I would just go on these videos. I used to love Dole Foundation growing up and I would see there was 10 Dolis on stage and it was just so amazing. So
I actually performed at an event where they performed.
Yeah, they're so awesome.
They're amazing, yes. What does the future hold, Harveer? You're such a creative person, music, real estate, traveling, socializing, entrepreneurship. Yeah. What do you see in your future?
The future is vast. I don't know. I'm going to go with the flow. Wherever life takes me, I'll be happy to do that. I'm very interested in politics, so it's something that I, plan to lolook into in my local area.
So we might see Harveer Singh a politician someday.
Maybe, but we'll stick to what I'm good at for now.
So मैं ज़रूर कहना चाहूँगी. First of all, thank you so much for being
Thank
on
you
our
for
show.
having me.
I love bringing people like Harveer, our youth, our representatives of today on our show, because I would say to all of you, support them. Help them flourish, because this is our own future. And people who are younger than you are going to keep following you as an example. And if we as a community don't support each other, nobody will.
Yes.
So,
the best ways for you to contact me, one was obviously Instagram, but if you don't have Instagram, you could reach out to me on my email. It's harveer.singh@randrealty.com. So I'd love to connect with you guys.
And you're a very handsome Sardar, so I want to make sure
Yeah,
कि
right.
मैं audience ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹਦਾ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੀ ਨਵਾਂ ਵਿਆਹ ਹੋਇਆ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇ ਨਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਣਾ, ਔਰ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ.
Oh gosh, no.
Chalo, very nice. Thank you so much, Harveer.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Sat Sri Akal, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.